Hi, just a disclaimer before the video begins. Urban Quarters is a strictly fan-made series created by Saunders Studios, taking place in the same universe as Murder Drones. Murder Drones was produced by Glitch Productions and created by Liam Vickers. Saunders Studios is not affiliated with Glitch Productions or Liam Vickers and is fully non-profit. All work is voluntary. If you're interested in the progress of the series, please check the description below for our Discord server. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Good evening, dear listener. Allow me to take you to a place approximately 30 light years away from our own. The frigid exoplanet of Copper 9, inhabited by living machines freed from servitude by the biological extinction of their creators, but forever trapped to be hunted down by creatures of the night. This scenario may seem quite familiar to you, but that notion of familiarity will soon dissolve as you sink into the unknown, into a story long lost on the other side of the planet. This time, we will not follow the everyman living in fear, but the monsters that have fear forged into their very alloys. Enter, but only 3 of them. The sharp-tongued serial designation P, serial designation S8E with 2 minds for coldness and cruelty, and finally their self-righteous leader, serial designation T, who has led them onto a frozen lake in the middle of nowhere. T wanders in circles, entranced by the flow of the raging storm, composed of noxious silicate particles. His mind is somewhere else, performing the mental gymnastics necessary to absolve him of any fault he had in finding themselves in this predicament.
Hey!
Huh? P deploys a submachine gun from his arm and fires a round inches from T's head to snap him out of the trance. The bullet punches a clear hole through the storm. In milliseconds, it glows red hot from the friction of the storming specks before snapping into 1,000 pieces.
Your screensaver turn on or something, dipshit?
T jolts into an offensive stance, pointing his tail stinger towards P.
I was trying to recalibrate my navigation, asshole.
I think I'd rather starve to death than follow your directions.
Who knows if we'll die of bad directions? Maybe a stupid worker might just wander a bit too far out and lead us right to their little anthill.
In your dreams, lazy.
P hangs his head back in irritation. It's been several days since they've had a proper hunt, and his impatience has been growing by the second.
Ugh, I just can't with either of you right now. All of this is your fault, T.
T slams P against the ice and pulls him back up, ready to hit him again. His raised fist clenched so hard it might crush itself into scrap.
It's your fault. You wanted to hunt down more workers because we had no more oil after you guzzled it all up, you hothead.
Ha! What a flirt. Is this how you get your close-up, you touch-starved psycho? God. Fuck! Can we at least agree that Sadie over here only does her job like half the time?
I would say none of the time with all that time you spend fighting with yourself, you split-faced freak.
S8E runs her hand across her visor. The graphics begin to warp and distort as she touches her display and forcefully turns her head in the opposite direction, like someone ripping off their own face. Her yellow eye is now wide open.
We'll see how you feel being a split-faced freak after I cut you down the middle!
She throws her arms out into a limp state, one now equipped with a blade that is a mix between a cutlass and a billhook. The hook at the end of it for dragging corpses or incapacitated prey away is revealed as she flashes her broader side of it. S8E lunges towards T with an upward slash, almost catching his chin. She grins. T ducks under a swing for his neck and lands a few body shots before kicking her away. S8E skids to a stop and continues her assault, sprinting towards him and tackling him to the ground. Her grotesque hand wraps around his torso and begins to constrict like an anaconda. The internals in her arm begin to trundle as she puts her blade against his neck.
I'll crush every single one of your ribs, and then your core!
T writhes in pains and squirms and attempts to unsheath his wings as he tries to escape.
Get her off me!
No can do, T. Hey, Sadie, how about you give him a little choke too, huh? You know, maybe you'll like it. Who knows? Just a small gift of giving back to him for how much shit he's been giving us lately.
Maybe before I slice his head off, then!
T musters all of his might left to strike S8E's elbow with his knee breaking. With her vice-like grip released, he kicks her in the face with the force of his freed wings behind him. S8E goes a long way up into the air, but quickly recovers and comes spinning back down. She slams down her massive tail stinger into the ice, but not before T can slide himself out of the way with his wings. He gets back up and deploys his claws.
Got any other dull remarks before I cut you down?
Everybody feels a fast drop as they all look down. The ice begins to creak and crack with every movement.
Shit, I knew you were heavy, but not like this.
The fractures suddenly bolt across the rest of the frozen lake. They all begin scrambling off towards land. S8E shoves back T as she passes him. T continues running, albeit very unbalanced as he realizes he's sliding backwards towards the sinking ice at the same time.
I swear to RoboGod, if you all leave me out here to die, won't this squad be without me? Huh?
A hell of a lot less stressful.
T isn't far from the water and is certain death. The deep dark blue resembles the vast, endless vacuum of space from where he is.
No!
Her body forcibly pivots to bolt towards T before it's too late. S8E hoists T up into the turbulent air. They are violently tossed and tumbled before being thrown up and slammed back down as they crash land into the forest.
Wow. Nice landing, you two.
S8E gets back up and snaps her arm back into place before hanging herself up in a tree to sharpen her blades after the toxic death storm wore away to their edges.
Are you dead?
T does not get up and remains face planted on the ground. P crouches down to get a closer look at him.
I wish you were dead right now.
Alas, T is alive and slowly picks himself up as P contemplates kicking him in the head while he's still down.
Honestly, it'll be nice to finally stop having to constantly follow your stupid orders for once, you defected piece of shit.
You're a defect, and it won't be. You follow me for a reason. You just don't know what it is. I do, but I will never tell you, so that thought can itch away at your central processor until it corrodes.
What kind of damn reason would keep me stuck with you?
T walks away. P is confused by this and starts trailing him.
We've got about half an hour until sunrise. Find shelter until then.
I'll be up ahead.
Could have been faster with the save, by the way.
Hey! I'm talking to you!
T turns to face P, closing in the space between with an uncanny speed.
You hate me, but you can't help it that you need me.
The hell are you talking about?
T's glare stabbing into him like daggers. Yet his amount of palpable restraint, especially after what just happened earlier, leaves P unsure of his next course of action. Maybe it's just him, but the way T has his thumbs curled might suggest he'll gouge out his visor optics before P can look back.
You've got nobody on your side half the time. But really, it's always. You only ever think about more ways to piss me off, yet you cling to me like JC Jensen brand plastic wrap. I don't have those same qualms as you. I could drop you from my squad at any time, because I'd rather have an empty slot than have it be filled by someone like you, P.
Always you and those fucking innuendos.
T knocks him out cold. P's body falls to the ground limp. Oil from his battered face flung onto the faux snow. T looks down upon him with a quiet glee. This will not be the last you see of these three. These emissaries of Armageddon. Run, hide, and pray. It won't make a difference. In a sea of cries and whispers, they roar with the prey joys. They ravage the corpses of this world while the oil still flows. Everything that lives dies, woven into the absolute fabric of everything that might be.